This couldn't have been a better group of citizens to have a class with. They were attentive, they were courteous, they were intrigued, they were appreciative, all the other adjectives that you can think of for being just great people. But they all had the one thing that everybody needs to in an academy like this. They had the willingness to learn about the fire department.
I want to learn about the inner workings of the fire department and meet the team that saves so many lives year over year.
What this year's class basically was a 6-week program starting at 5:30 daily and lasting until 7 p.m. on Monday nights. First class was my class. It was fire department operations. We talked about budgeting process and how we're trying to be good stewards of the city's taxpayer money, legal aspects, and a comprehensive look at our equipment.
First class fire department, and it's clear to see they're spending our money well and they provide great services, and I'm glad I came.
It's week 2, and today we went over the medical response for the fire service. They walked away with hands-only CPR. They know how to utilize and do CPR to where if somebody in their family or if they're out in public and see somebody go down, they can actually help them. And they also learned the ins and outs of how we do things when we run calls in the city, budgeting, and how we pay for the different supplies and the medical equipment that we need to run calls.
We learned some neat stuff about CPR. That was my fun thing I learned last week was, hey, it's just air in the tanks because oxygen's flammable. Duh.
This is week 3, and they were learning about plan review, fire code inspections, our process, where we get our information from, what governs our authority to do fire inspections and building construction. Plan review process, sprinkler, fire alarm, building construction, life safety, emergency lighting, doors, fire separation. So there's a whole lot that goes into it, and that's the main thing I want them to learn tonight, is that it's multifaceted.
So happy that the fire department is putting on this 6-week course, educating the public about all the wonderful things the fire department does and getting to let the public ask questions and learn about our fire department. Well, I just think the more the public knows about their city government and all these departments, what they do, it's just so helpful.
Week 4, and we learned about public education, especially fire extinguishers. How to use a fire extinguisher, why you should have a fire extinguisher, where to place fire extinguishers, and the benefits to it.
One thing that helped was the ABC. I'm looking at 3 different extinguisher, but that is just the one that is the main one that people use. Also, I learned about putting the fire extinguisher at the doorway and why to do that. And so I'm going to go home and check up ours now.
I thought it was helpful that the idea of keeping the fire extinguisher by the door, whether it's in business or even at the home, the door of the kitchen or the door of the home, makes good sense. You'll know where to find it.
I thought it was good hands-on experience at the end because I might be the one that would just go to the exit and leave, but I might possibly do what they said.
We like these classes.
They're helpful. They really are helpful.
This is week 5 of the Citizens Fire Academy tonight. Basically what ISO is, it is a fire protection rating that insurance companies came up with. The better your fire department is in your area, if you live within a certain distance, the cheaper your homeowners rates are. And it affects businesses more monetarily than residents. This is one way that the fire department actually can give back to the citizens of the tax district without running costs. They're going to understand why we do some of the things we do. They're going to understand why we need the apparatus that we need. They're going to understand why we're out here.
I didn't realize all that was involved with the fire department and all they have to go through. And it says a lot for the folks that are working in the fire department because they're short-staffed, minimum staffed, I should say, we're short-staffed. And they do so much, and they do a lot of volunteer work.
This is the final week. I think this was awesome. It is just excellent opportunity to learn more about our fire department and the services they provide.
Tonight's going to be the last class. We're wrapping up with fire prevention, mainly telling everybody what Mount Airy Fire Department does for fire prevention, what type of programs, what type of activities that we do for the public. Go over and also give them some helpful tips for home and business use, what they can do to help prevent fires. and make things safer for the public wherever they may be. And we also are going to give them a tour of our child safety trailer.
We are a proactive department.
It's more than just putting out fires and fire safety. Of course, all the medical things they do, how well equipped and trained our staff is here, and prepared to save lives, and that's really what's important.
All the stuff we've talked about as a capstone thing, it ends tonight with people learning what they can do in their own homes.
At least 12 out of 10 for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2023 Citizens Fire Academy. Give them a big hand. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.